that even mean, Bauer?
There, YouTube, I'm back again today for another Game Crafter Spotlight. And this month, we're spotlighting Medieval Merchants, and I'm going to be doing a Bowers play, where I play a game against myself of Medieval Merchants. This is for 2 to 4 players. Take 45 to 60 minutes to play. It's for ages 13 plus. Now, we have a 2-player game set up, as far as I can tell, because the rule booklet, it's not great. This is the 3rd time I've played it. First thing I do want to mention is I'm not sure if we're actually supposed to start on 1 on these tracks right here, because we have a coin and a happiness track, and if you can get your coins up to 20 and your happiness up to 10, then you win the game. But it doesn't actually say if you start off the track or on 1. It doesn't have a 0 spot, so I'm assuming we've got everything set up correctly. But let's get into it. So each player is going to start the game off. They're going to have 5 specialists. They're going to have 2 local resources and then an apple card, which is a food resource that you can use over and over and over again. You can't lose this. It will always come back to you. We got a couple different piles of cards up here. We'll talk about those as we progress through the game. But now how it works is clockwise around the table, and the first round is different than all the other rounds. You're going to play out any of your specialists that you would like to. So we'll take a look at our specialists. This one's going to, so let's take a look at our resources, because that's going to dictate what we can do. We have salt, which is a mineral. We have wool. So this one's going to cost 2 food. This one will cost 1 food plus 1 iron or beer for coal. So we can't play this, we can't play this, we can't play this, because we don't start with a coin. So yeah, it's pretty simple. We only have 1 card we could play, so we'll play our sailor right here. Obviously, this is all secret because there are some attack cards that you could play, but we'll play over that one right here, and we'll say, hey, we're done. Moving on to this player. They also have a sailor. They have apples, which once again, everybody starts with this. And let's see what resources they have. We have fish and beer over here. So, yeah, we'll also play the sailor. 1 food, 1 iron, or beer. So, ooh, we could play the mercenary. Negates action of thief and pirate towards the player. So if I'm worried that the other player played the thief or pirate, then I could potentially play this one out. I'm not particularly worried about that, because, ooh, we have a thief right here. Steal 1 coin from each player. Yeah, I'm not particularly worried about that one, because we don't have any coins. So we'll put down our apples, and then we'll say, hey, we're done. Now, this doesn't get revealed right now. This is important to note. Your specialist will get revealed next round when you do the specialist action. And then now we can start using the player reference card, which is annoyingly the same on both sides, which is just one of my biggest gripes with game companies. Like, come on, there's nothing on the back that could be useful here. So, anywho, this was the first player last time. Now we'll go over to here. So we will start off the game officially pretty much and draw the first event card. Bountiful Harvest. Each player draws 1 local resource card immediately. Fantastic. So we'll put 1 of those into our hands. Now you do have a hand limit of 5 resources that are not food in your hand, but there is no resources. There is no hand limit on specialists. So you're going to just have a honking big load of specialists in your hand potentially. So, each player drew 1. That was nice. They drew 1 over here, I think. Yeah, so we got that. And so now we get to the specialist action. Reveal and play specialist pirate, thief, and leper. So we say, anybody play the pirate, the thief, or the leper? And we do that in clockwise order. Nobody did, which means now we reveal and play all other specialists. So this person plays their sailor, costs them 1 food, but since this is an apple, goes right back into their hand, and they're going to collect 1 of the overseas resources, which are typically better than the local resources, and they got rum. Raise happiness by 3 and lose 2 coins. Can't do that yet. I don't believe so, because we don't have any coins, but let's check, because one thing I do like in the back of their handy-dandy rule booklet is they have a full list of all the cards is pretty much what they do. In the trading phase, raise happiness count by 3 and lose 2 coins. The player must have at least 2 coins in order to use this. So cool. You know what? You totally could put that on the bottom of the card as well. I mean, that'd be super useful. And I am going to be nitpicking a little bit in this game because this is my 3rd time playing it. I don't particularly enjoy the game. And nobody else I played it with has either, for a laundry list of reasons we'll get to as we progress through the game. And I'm hoping that this one goes better, because it's just me. I don't have to, there's no downtime between turns or anything like that. I'm not sure, though. We'll see. So collect 1 overseas resource. So boom, we got this one. They've got the slave. Okay, so put the slave into her hand. Yeah, I know it's not a good look. I didn't make the game. Send the comments elsewhere. Yeah, I mean, it couldn't have been a shovel or something else, but yes. So Moving on, we have done our specialist actions. We now down to 3, where each player is going to draw 5 specialists from the pile and hire them similarly to how we did before. So we'll draw the 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll draw the 5 here. And you'll notice that the deck's already, it's not the biggest deck of specialists. I really would like to try, well, I don't want to try at 5 players, but I worry that at 5 players, the game could potentially come to a grinding halt where people wouldn't get enough specialist cards. All right, so now let's take a look at our massive honking handful of specialists here. Let's sort out our, what is it? Oh, where is it? Our overseas resources. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I really wish they would have done something different with a graphic design choice here to just make the specialists stand out a little bit more from the resources in some way, shape, or form. And they didn't. All right, so we got Medicus. Replaced by a new specialist for free in the next round. Negates action of Leper and Black Death. Costs 1. So yeah, let's check out what resources we have first. So we have rum, not going to use. Mineral, we can change this for 1 coin. Or iron ore, apples, and beer. Okay. Take a look at what we got. Jester, raise happiness by 1. Ooh, cost 1 food and 1 coin. We don't have a coin though. Collect. So the surf, this is a really nice one. This one's free. So you just put that out. Boom. Mercenary, negates action of the thief. Smelter, raise price of... So this one's a good card to play. Raise price of golden ore to 8 coins, silver ore to 5 coins, and iron ore to 2 coins. But we'll wait until we have more of the minerals. So let's see if we can potentially get more of those in some way, shape, or form. Then we got the Medicus. We got the fish, the thief, steal 1 coin. They still don't have a coin. But we could steal one of their resources. It's going to cost us 2 food, though. Yeah, I guess that's a good one. We could potentially do that because maybe we'll steal iron ore or something from this. So we put those down. You have to put the resources on top of the card to show people that you're doing that. And yeah, I think we're good for right now. We currently have 3 resources. So we are getting close to the hand limit. But for now, I think this player is going to be content playing those 2 specialists right there. So this player has the slave. So this one you use as a permanently hired serf. So pretty much you're just going to put this one down here. And then every round, once it gets flipped over, it's always going to be collecting 1 resource for you. It's a massively powerful card in this game. And one that could potentially break the game if you got it early enough. Like, I have this theory that I'd love to test out. I'm not going to test it out. That if you just had slaves, you could just continue to take 5 specialist cards and then never play any of the specialist cards. And make it so that no one else would get to draw specialist cards, and then you would be the only person getting resources, especially if you got both the slaves in the game. Man, saying that out loud just does not sound great. All right, so we got the Pillager. Collect 2 overseas resources. Players can't collect the resources on the next turn. Ooh. So it costs 2 food, plus 1 iron or coal, or 1 happiness. That's a lot. Yeah, we can't afford that. Mercenary. Negates action of the thief. Costs 1 food, 1 iron, or beer, or coal. We don't have that. Missionary costs 2 food. We could do that. No, salt's not a food. Do we have other resources? I don't think we do. No, we just got a huge honking handful of these other cards. Oh my gosh, so many of them. It's just unruly. Raise happiness by 1. So this is 1 food and 1 coin. We don't have coins though yet. Oh, we do have a silver ore. We could change that for 3 coins. That's something you do at the phase 4 where you can trade resource cards. We haven't done it yet. Collect the overseas resources instead of a chosen sailor or pillager. So this one's going to cost us, so we got salt, wool, apples, and then I thought we had, sailor. So we'll go with the sailor once again, and we can use our apples to get the sailor going. So we got another surf. Nice. We have another sailor. And so I think we will use our other food. Oh, we don't actually have another food. Yeah. So we'll hold on to that. Okay. So we don't reveal those yet, all right? Because you only do that next phase. So now we have drawn our 5 specialists from the pile and hire them, and now we're going to trade resources. So if we'd like to, I believe you still do this one clockwise, we could then look at our resource cards and see if there's something we could do. So I can't play the rum. We could change this iron ore for 1 coin, but it doesn't seem worthwhile. And we can't do the beer because we don't have any stuff. So this one we could trade for 3 coins. Do we want to do it? Yeah. Because once again, we're not playing towards the smelter over here. So we just say, all right, we are going to trade this. And that's so it says here on the bottom. So we're going to change this for 3 coins. And this is a local resource. Cool. Oh, those are specialists. Boop, put them in the right pile. So we now go up 3 coins on the track. Yippee skippy. All right, and I think we're good for right now, which means now we move on. And we'll have this pen. This pen will represent who's the first player. It's it's so worn out. I can't even tell what kind of pen it is. So no shout out to them. So now we go over to this player. We're going to draw the event card. Let's see what we got. Promising deposits. Mercenary, pillager, pirate, and smelter can be hired without paying the required coal or iron. Ooh, that's a cool little event. I do like the events in the game. Honestly, I think the events are my favorite aspect of the game. I actually kind of like the artwork, too. It's a your mileage may vary kind of thing, obviously. So draw the event card. Specialist action. So reveal and play. Does anyone have the specialist, the pirate, the thief, or the leper? And this player say, nope, don't have the pirate, the thief, or the leper. And this player would say, haha, sucker, I do have the thief. So we turn in the fish, and then we would get our apples back, but the local resources would go up top right there. Steal 1 coin from each player if they have no coins. Steal 1 of their resources. So we were expecting to steal their resources, but now since they have coins, even better, we'll steal a coin. And that didn't feel great. That didn't feel great. So we paid 2 food for 1 coin. Okay. Yeah. I guess, yeah. Cool. Neato Skeeto. So now we say nobody else has got anything, so this player will reveal, and they have the sailor. They get their apples back, but they will get a overseas good, and they get salt. Nice. We have over here the slave uses a permanently hired serf, which once again means they collect 1 local resource. It would be nice if you put like little more information on the bottom there. It says collect 1 resource every single time. So we're gonna get 2 local resources, 1 for our serf and 1 for our slave. And I'm really tired of saying that, so we're just gonna say 1 for our serf and 1 for our shovel. We'll call it a shovel. All right, so we got wheat, we got fish, we got food, which once again does not add to our hand limit size. And so we're 3 turns in. You can see what I'm talking about with having these massive hulking hands of cards. All right, so all this goes away except for our shovel, which never gets rusty. All right, and then we go back over here, and they have a serf, so they get 1 local resource. They got wool, change for 2 pieces for 1 happiness. Okay, all right, so the specialist goes up top right here. So we've done our specialist action. Now we go to the draw 5 specialists from the pile and hire them. So hey, more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're running the smidge a bit low, but once again, we do have 4 up here. And that's what I'm talking about. I feel like in a 4-player game, you could potentially have the possibility where you just come to a grinding halt where it's like, oh, we don't have the 20 cards to deal out each and every turn for the specialist, because I have checked with a fine-tooth comb. Every single person that I've played this game with has checked in here and say, there's got to be some kind of rule where you can only have a certain hand limit on specialists. It's not in there. Okay, so we got more cards we'll put into our pile of massive pile. So we've drawn 5 specialists from the pile, and now we're going to hire them. And they're still the first player. And if we do the mercenary, the pillager, the pirate, or the smelter, we could do it at a reduced rate. Cool. All right, so collect 2 overseas resources. Players can't. So is the pillager one? Yes. So we just have to pay the 2 food. So we will for sure do that. That's nice, because I know we have food. We have wheat, and we have our apples, and there's 1 card that actually has some sort of different background to make it easy to see, so we'll put that there. Boom. Do we care whether or not we get rid of wheat or food? No, we do not. So, missionary, discard 1 overseas resource card and draw 2 new ones. Wow, I think we have 1 overseas card, so let's flip it over. Yep, we do, and is it something I care about? Salt? Nope, don't really care about that much. So now we go back to our hand. Where was it? Missionary, cool. So it costs 2 food, so we will put down this, and we will put down our fish, and we actually don't have enough to do that, because we can't trade in 6 specialists for, okay, never mind, we won't do that. We will not do that. We already spent our apple, you fool. You think you can play more than 1 card? Well, I mean, aside from a shovel, which we can always play. So this was 1 food plus 1 iron or beer, so this one actually we could do, and this one is going to allow you to negate the action of the thief and pirate towards the player. Doesn't seem great. So I'm not going to play it. The pirate, this one, collect the overseas resources instead of a chosen sailor or pillager. So we can attack somebody else. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll just bank on the fact that they're going to do that. And since this round, pirates are cheaper, we don't have to pay for that, all right? So, moving on over to this player who drew their 5 specialist cards as well. We'll put that huge honking stack of specialist cards over here. All right, so we got the Surf. That's free. No-brainer. Surf. No-brainer. Surf. No-brainer. Cool. That's great. So we're going to have a boatload of resources. Discard 1 local resource and card and draw a new one. That's great because we're working towards the Smelter, right? Right, that's nice. The Jester, raise happiness by 1. If we have dies, we can raise happiness by 2. Let's see if we have dies. Yep, sure don't. Sure don't. Mercenary. So what do I have to play? Let's take a look at our resources. So we got Rum, raise happiness by 3 and lose 2 coin. We have 1 coin, can't play it. We have Iron Ore, which once again, we're playing long game towards, so we can hopefully get it. We have Beer. So we have 4 resources here. Does anything need wool? Change 2 pieces for 1 happiness. Ooh, we only have 1 wool, though. What can we do? Oh, man. Did any of these need wool? Did any of these need wool? Oh, golly. No. We could smelt that 1 to get coins, I guess. We had big plans to actually get more. Oh, we do have rum, so we are at the 5 resource limit. Oh, no, we don't, because we have apples there. Mercenary, so we could play that for free with our apple. Leper doesn't really help us that much, and plus the other player's not even happy. Medicus, replaced by a new specialist for free in the next round, negates action of Leper and Black Death. 1 honey or herbs or wool or tea. So cool, we can play Medicus with the wool. Booyah. All right, so not a total loss. Plus we got the Surfs here. So now we can trade resource cards. I don't feel like we really want to. None of them seem particularly great in our hand, which now means we go to the next phase. And so this is where it gets weird too, because like this event card is still in play, I guess, but it's not. So we're going to draw a new event card, but this one is still going to happen. And you just kind of remember that, oh yeah, it still happens. So Peasant Revolt, any food, local resources harvested by Surf this turn are discarded. Active slave cards, shovel cards are discarded. So our Surf is now gone. Our shovel is now gone. Cool. So, and any food by local serfs also gone, which means if they get food with these serfs, it's going to kind of suck. Anywho, this is now the first player, Papa, and then, so we reveal our special actions. Anyone doing the Pirate, Thief, or Leper, so let's check. They're the first player. Let's see, they do have the Leper. Ooh, wait, I didn't mean to play the Leper. Yeah, I didn't mean to play the Leper. What are you doing down here? Yeah, I put the wrong card down, because nobody's got happiness. You're not typically happy, I don't think, when you play in this game. All right, so now we say, oh, we do. We have the Medicus. Is this one that we specialist Pirate, Thief, and Leper? Nope. Do we have a Pirate, Thief, or Leper? Nope. We have a Pirate, Thief, or Leper over here. We do. We have a Pirate. Haha. So we'll turn in our fish to play him. This is a local resource. Just collect the overseas resources instead of chosen sailor or pillager. So we're hoping that they have a sailor or a pillager. If they don't, that sucks. So, and once again, it's like an order of operations things too, because we reveal it, play these first, and so we're just hoping that they have a sailor or pillager when they flip it over. So Surf, 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 Begging Monk, and we have Medicus. So the pirate, as far as I can tell, does nothing. So let's double check that. But pretty sure that's how that works. All right, the pirate. It's not listed there because, you don't have it is. It's just not in alphabetical order, because why would we want to put it in alphabetical order, Revealed on the first part of the action phase. During the action phase, the player revealing the pirate decides which other player is the target. If the target player reveals a sailor or pillager and not reveals a mercenary, oh, okay. So you just say who's going to do it. All right. Yeah. So they didn't play it, so that was just, nothing burger. All right, so now we didn't have any other cards that were played, so now we do these things. So first we have the 3 serfs that pop off. So 3 local resources. If they're food, then they go away. And that's fish, fish, and fish. Hey, fun turn. You did nothing. Nothing. That's fun. Cool event. All right, so over here we got the Bacon Mud. Discard one local resource card and draw a new one. I do like that, if I can ever find it. So we will withdraw beer, and hopefully we'll get that iron that we're trying to get, because it's venison. But there's any food, local resources harvested by surf. So this is from a Begging Monk. This doesn't count, so we do get to keep that food. And our Begging Monk goes back in the specialist pile. Then we got Medicus, replaced by a new specialist for free in the next round. So cool. And we will replace that with one of our awesome ones. It's going to do something super amazing, like I guess this one raises happiness by 1. That'd be nice, because we only need to get it to 10. Oh man, yeah. I guess we'll just raise our happiness by 1. Yep, there you go. Play the Jester. We do not have a die, because if we could raise it by 2. But, you know, it beats not doing anything with that turn after all of our fish got taken away from us. So now, moving on over to this player, they have their Pillager, and they have just the Pillager. So the apples come back. Yes, it's like the local resources go here. So collect 2 overseas resources. Players can't collect the resources on the next turn. So I think that means you don't get stuff next turn. Raise happiness by 1. And change for 2 coins. If we have dies, it changes for 6 coins. Now, that's hot. And I will say, after playing this, and this is the 3rd time, and I think you get the gist here. I don't feel like we're going to finish this game, because, quite frankly, I don't like this game at all. The way to win, though, is definitely the overseas resources and those shovels. The shovels are massively overpopular, especially if this Peasant Revolt doesn't happen, because that did not come up the last 2 times we played. All right, so we've done that. We did our specialist action, so now we draw 5 new specialists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 2 more left in the stack, all right? And now we add that to our small hand of cards. Yes, this is my hand of cards right now. Once again, with next to no, like, really discerning way of, like, figuring out where things are going to go. And, you know, I think you get the gist. Typically, I like to play this thing out, but since we're nowhere near the end of this, and I absolutely really don't like this game, and if you want to find out my full thoughts, I'm going to do a review on this one, which is going to be up a couple days as well. But that's Medieval Merchants. You would continue to go until at the end of the round somebody's got 20 coins and 10 happiness, and at that point they will be the winner of the game. If there's a tie, then I don't even remember. It's in that one is actually covered in the rulebook, and I love the fact they didn't use the back of the rule booklet. They didn't use this page either, because with all the rules questions I have, because it's not great rules. This is just aspiring game designers. Do not do this. Like, look at all this unused information. You are essentially setting yourself up for failure right here, because if your rules suck, people are going to be like, why did you waste this space right here? Same with double-siding your player cards. Yes, I have really strong thoughts about Medieval Merchants from Thomas Sucky. But if it looks like it might be your cup of tea, please check out that Game Crafter link down below. And also, let me know in the comments below why this looks like your cup of tea. Because it's yeah, I'll save that for the review. But as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye.